Let's talk about something we've all felt, that endless cycle of self-improvement. You know the one. You set the goals, you drop the plans, you push with every ounce of willpower you have, and somehow you just end up right back where you started. Well, today we're diving into a powerful teaching from Acharya Prashant that's going to flip that entire idea on its head. We're about to discover why real transformation isn't some strategy you execute, but something much, much simpler. A raw, honest look at where you truly stand. And boom, right there, this quote gets straight to the heart of it. It sets up this fundamental conflict that we all face, this war going on inside us between our deep desire to change and the little, and sometimes big, deceptions we cling to. And as the teaching says, these two things, they just can't live in the same house. One of them has to go. So let's look at this thing he calls the exhausting project of the self. I think we all know this project. It's that familiar and honestly frustrating attempt to fix ourselves. We treat our lives like a broken down car, grabbing our toolkits and our manuals. But, this teaching suggests that this whole approach, it's pretty much doomed from the start, because we're not even looking at the real problem.
This really paints the picture, doesn't it? On one side, you have the usual suspects: goals, strategies, willpower, action plans. It's all about pushing, doing, forcing, controlling. But then you look at the other side, and it's a completely different universe. Clarity, acceptance, spontaneity, unfolding. This isn't about doing something. It's about seeing something. It's a process of letting something unfold naturally, not building it brick by painful brick.
And that brings us right to the hidden obstacle, the great saboteur of all our best laid plans. It's the lie we tell ourselves. According to this teaching, the number one reason our grand strategies fail is because of this deep, deep refusal to just be honest about what's really going on inside. So let's pause on this for a second. Really think about it. If you can't even bring yourself to look at the mess, to acknowledge the confusion, the pain, the chaos that's actually there, then how on earth can anything really change? It's like you're trying to renovate a house, but you refuse to look at the fact that the foundation is crumbling. All your efforts, all the fresh paint and new furniture, it's all just cosmetic. It's temporary, and in the end, it's just not going to work. And this really gets to the core of it. Clarity and denial, they're like light and darkness. They just can't occupy the same space at the same time. As long as we are busy denying our reality, we're actively pushing away the one thing we need for genuine change, which is clarity. So, what's the answer? What's the way out? Well, it's not another 5-step plan. It's what Acharya Prashant calls the silent turning point. It's an act that is so incredibly simple, yet so profound it can change everything. It's a confession, but one made only to yourself. Now, let's be really clear about what this means. This isn't about some big public spectacle. You don't need to go announce your flaws on social media or wear your wounds like a badge of honor. No. The point is, you have to, just for a moment, stop lying to yourself. You have to be willing to see, without any filters, without any excuses, exactly where you are right now. And this, right here, this is the climax of the whole story. That quiet, internal, brutally honest moment of just seeing, that is the transformation. It's not the thing that leads to the change, it is the change. And in that instant, two things happen. First, the illusion shatters. The story you've been telling yourself about who you are and how you're doing, it just poof, dissolves. And second, a door opens. A door to what's real and to a new kind of possibility that you couldn't even see before. So what happens after that door swings open? Well, this is where the real magic is. It's not about grabbing a new strategy or a new plan. It's about witnessing a spontaneous unfolding, watching as all the things that aren't really you just begin to fall away on their own. I just love this quote. It captures it so perfectly. This isn't a mechanical process, it's an organic one. It's like a flower, right? You can't force a flower to bloom by prying its petals open. It just happens when the conditions are right. And that moment of honest, clear seeing, that creates the right inner conditions. This table really lays it all out. The old way is a strategy to get something you already want, to hit some fixed goal. But the new way, it's not for some pre-decided result. It's just about freedom from what's false. The real change happens effortlessly, almost like a side effect of simply seeing clearly. So let's just wipe the slate clean on what we thought transformation was. It is not a project. It is not a means to an end. It's not another clever trick to finally get that success or happiness you've always craved. It is simply the shedding of illusions. That's it. Okay, so that brings us to the final and maybe most important point. What does this journey actually ask of us? There is a cost to this freedom, but it's probably not what you think. There is only one condition needed to start.
And the condition is that there are no conditions, no bargaining. You can't say, okay, I want to be free, but can I please keep this one little habit? Or I'll face the truth as long as it doesn't hurt too much. Nope. It demands a complete and total unconditional surrender. This right here, this is the resolve. A simple, clean, honest declaration you make to yourself. It's not a wish. It's not a hope. It is a non-negotiable decision. It's you drawing a line in the sand and saying, enough. This is where real change finally gets its start.
And so we end right here with the only question that really truly matters. It's not what's your plan, it's not what are your goals, it's this. Are you willing to see the truth of your own inner state and be free of it, no matter what it costs you? The answer to that question? Well, that's the beginning of everything.